My PSA is on the opioid epidemic that is plaguing the nation we live in today. On August 10th, 2017, President Trump announced a national emergency based on combating drug addiction and opioid crisis. Opioid abuse is among the most consequential public health threats facing the nation. More than 600,000 deaths have occurred to date, with 180,000 more predicted by 2020. Of the 20 million U.S. residents 15 years or older with substance use disorders in 2015, 2 million were addicted to prescription pain relievers. The year that President Trump announced a national emergency, over 70,000 drug overdose deaths occurred in the United States. In 1 year, from 2016 to 2017, there was a 9.6% increase in opioid abuse. Just for a frame of reference, following the 2008 economic collapse, only 10% of the country was unemployed. That means in just 1 year, opioids took over the country just as fast as the economic collapse did. The opioid epidemic does not just harm the citizens of the nation, but also the economy. The economic liability of opioid misuse has been projected to be more than $78 billion a year in the USA. The way the opioid epidemic was able to manifest itself into the country was because of loose laws on prescribing opioid products to people without serious injuries or chronic pain. This led to a market for heroin and fentanyl, creating a spike in crime rates and death tolls from overdoses. As a society, we must take responsibility for the opioid epidemic cycle of addiction, rehabilitation, relapse into addiction, and then finally recovery, prison, death, or continuation of abuse. We need to combat it. Some tips to keep the people you know safe from opiate abuse are to have a conversation about possible opioid misuse with your family and friends, be observant of your patient/healthcare provider and when you may or may not need opiates, and support the people and programs around you, such as rehab centers that create opportunities to overcome addiction.